Story RH, the podcast that makes a long story short.
Welcome to all.
History is made of stories.
In this episode, we'll be talking about a key to achieving agility, learning to learn.
For optimal agility, all you have to do is apply the Scrum method, roll out tasks and learn sprints, say tribe instead of team, and digitalize left and right with Slack groups to tear down the old walls. And you're good, right? Easy peasy.
Oh, what's happened to you? You sound like a guru 5.0. What happened to putting culture and mindset before methods and tools? To your insistence on the importance of managing governance and autonomy rather than the digital smokescreen.
You're right. Let's take a closer look at the vast topic of agility. As usual, there's no one right answer. But there are plenty of avenues to explore. So let's explore, learning to learn. A key to agility. What's the story?
First off, let's remind everyone what we're talking about. Agility is a company's ability to quickly and continuously adapt to a constantly changing world.
And agility is underpinned by a company's ability to make collective decisions as close to the field as possible, as well as by its ability to let individuals take the initiative within a given framework. As you can see, agility is, for the most part, about governance and autonomy.
In other words, there are two levels to consider, the collective level and the individual level. For the purposes of this episode, we'll be focusing on the latter.
You can't just add up the agility of each individual to create an agile company. But at the same time, you can't have an agile company if the people behind it aren't reasonably agile themselves, if only to be able to exercise the autonomy afforded them.
So what does it mean for an individual to be agile? It's not about slaloming between the trees or balancing on one foot on a tightrope over a canyon. It's about having the ability to adapt.
Okay. But adapt to what? It's about being able to read the real world and behave accordingly. It's a kind of situational intelligence. You have to be able to analyze a situation, ask the right questions, and look for solutions.
In other words, you need a healthy dose of curiosity and critical thinking paired with the ability to draw connections between things. And then you need to act, all while questioning your own ideas in a bid to constantly better yourself.
So it's really a learning process. What we're talking about is an individual's ability to learn, understand, and finally act.
Companies looking to enhance agility can roll out plenty of methods, tools, and rituals, but until they begin cultivating the employee's desire to learn, they will get nowhere.
And this idea isn't new. Knowledge management had the same goals. But trying too hard to formalize the learning process can kill the desire to learn before it even gets going. And the desire to learn is absolutely key to ensure every individual plays their role.
Without a corporate culture that embraces and supports learning, agility will never become a reality.
To recap, while having agile employees is not enough to make a company agile, it is nonetheless an avenue to explore. Developing agility at the individual level is first and foremost about fostering each person's desire and ability to learn and act. Learning to learn is key to achieving agility. Is that right?
Exactly right. Way to make a long story short.
Story RH, the podcast that makes a long story short.